GTA 6 just dropped major pricing news, and a lot of fans are not happy about it. Rockstar and Take-Two's pricing strategy is already creating a huge debate, and it's easy to see why. The entry price starts at $80 for the Lite Edition, while the $100 base edition unlocks the full game. The biggest surprise is everything missing from the cheaper version. Cars, weapons, clothing, garages, mod and tattoo shops, clothing stores, a full gang compound with missions, and even a classic car roundup mission all appear to be tied to the higher-priced edition. That makes the $80 version feel much more limited. Since the complete experience costs only $20 more, many players may feel pushed toward the $100 edition. Rockstar and Take-Two know fans have waited years for GTA 6, and plenty of people won't want to miss major content after such a long wait. To be clear, the $80 version is the Lite Edition, while the $100 version is the complete base edition. GTA 5 handled things differently, launching with a $60 base edition, an $80 special edition, and a $150 collector's edition. That also raises a big question. If Rockstar offered a collector's edition before, when will the GTA 6 collector's edition be revealed? But the pricing is only part of the story. When you compare GTA 6 to Rockstar's previous releases, a much bigger pattern starts to stand out. Many fans believe the biggest surprise hasn't arrived yet. If another edition is announced after pre-orders begin, a lot of players could end up upgrading later just to get everything. That's one of the biggest reasons this pricing strategy is getting so much attention. Back with GTA 5, every edition included a pre-order blimp bonus. GTA 6 follows a similar idea by offering vintage Vice City apparel for anyone who pre-orders. The rewards are different, but the strategy feels familiar. The GTA 6 $80 Special Edition includes a steelbook case, a map, stunt plane trials, plus extra clothing and weapons. Those bonus items aren't unusual, and the stunt plane trials are simply extra in-game activities. The $150 Collector's Edition focused more on physical collectibles, adding the famous money bag, hat, extra vehicles, garages, and a gameplay ability boost. The biggest difference now is how much content appears connected to the GTA 6 $100 base edition. Deluxe editions and pre-order bonuses aren't anything new, but the comparison page lists so much extra content that many players are asking, when does it end? Then there's the starting price. While GTA 6 begins at $80, many fans feel that version leaves out too much. Because of that, many people see the true cost of the complete GTA 6 experience as $100. It's not only the higher price that's getting attention, it's how much content seems tied to upgrading. Rockstar has used a similar strategy before. Red Dead Redemption 2 launched with $60, $80, and $100 editions. The $80 version included exclusive story content, including a bank robbery mission and a gang hideout unavailable in the standard edition. Many players felt the $60 version was the bare minimum, while the $80 edition offered the complete experience. Looking at GTA 6, some fans believe Rockstar is taking that approach even further. And that brings us to one of the biggest reasons people are frustrated: FOMO. Fear of missing out plays a huge role in game sales. When players see others enjoying exclusive content, they naturally don't want to feel left behind. Many believe GTA 6 is one of the biggest examples of that strategy yet, with Rockstar and Take-Two leaning heavily into it. At first, many people didn't expect things to go this far, but as more details continue to surface, the conversation keeps getting bigger. Between the different editions and the amount of content connected to the higher-priced versions, it's easy to understand why GTA 6's pricing has become one of the hottest topics in gaming. Another major topic is the physical release. At launch, GTA 6 physical copies are expected to come as code in-box editions instead of including a game disc. The stated reason is to reduce the risk of leaks before release. Early copies have leaked before, so publishers have become much more cautious, and similar concerns have affected several major game launches in recent years. It's important to separate confirmed facts from online rumors. Despite all the speculation, neither Rockstar nor Take-Two has officially confirmed that a disc version of GTA 6 will be released later. Claims continue to appear on both sides, but right now there's been no official announcement either way. With all this happening, the conversation around GTA 6 keeps getting bigger. That also brings up a long-running joke in the gaming community. No one hates their fans as much as Nintendo. Rockstar isn't the only company making headlines, though. Sony has also found itself at the center of a major debate for a completely different reason. Before we get into Sony's latest announcement, think back to one of the most memorable PlayStation ads ever. This is how you share your games on PS4.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
It was short, funny, and quickly became one of gaming's biggest viral moments. The ad was Sony's response to the Xbox One DRM controversy and helped boost PlayStation's image heading into the PS4 generation. Today, it has more than 20 million views and over 500,000 likes, making it one of the biggest PR wins in gaming history. That's why the current situation feels so surprising. For years, Nintendo was the company people joked about when it came to unpopular decisions. Now, many players believe Sony has entered that same conversation after a major announcement. On July 1st, Sony announced that production of physical discs for new PlayStation game releases is scheduled to end in January 2028. If that plan moves forward, new PlayStation games released after that date would no longer receive traditional disc editions. The news quickly sparked huge discussions, with players sharing mixed opinions about what it could mean for the future of game collecting. The reaction became obvious after an Insomniac Games post about Wolverine that simply said, "Can you kick it? Yes, you can." A user asked if the game would get a physical edition or a code in-box release. Insomniac replied that the physical version would include a disc, and that response exploded to more than 51,000 likes, far more than the original post itself. That response shows just how much players still care about physical games. The discussion spread so widely that other companies joined in with jokes. Domino's UK posted, "As of April 1st, 2027, Domino's UK will cease production of physical pizzas and shift to production of digital pizzas only." It was clearly a joke, but it also showed how massive this debate has become. Domino's added, "Consumers will be able to download our full range of delicious pizza codes and, using the power of imagination, enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense." The post reached around 500,000 likes and became one of the funniest reactions to the entire situation.
Bethesda also joined the conversation. The official Elder Scrolls account celebrated physical treasures while promoting a physical cartridge release of Oblivion Remastered on Nintendo Switch. However, some fans pointed out that only months earlier, Bethesda had promoted code-in-box versions of games like Skyrim and Fallout 4, leading to criticism over the mixed messaging. Beyond the jokes, there's a much bigger issue. For many players, game preservation matters, but so does the cost of buying games. Physical copies give people another place to shop instead of relying on just one digital storefront. That's where physical games can really help consumers. Rather than paying full price on the PlayStation Store, players can often find much cheaper deals at retailers like Amazon. For example, The Last of Us has been listed for about $70 digitally, while physical copies have sold for around $34. Savings like that can make a huge difference. When you compare the prices, the situation feels backwards. Physical editions include the game case, the disc, and sometimes extra items, yet they can still cost much less than the digital version sold directly through the publisher. That's one of the biggest reasons this debate continues to grow. Many players believe physical copies create real price competition because retailers can offer discounts that digital storefronts often don't match. As a result, physical games can sometimes sell for nearly half the price of the exact same digital version. The examples just keep growing. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered has sold for around $29 on Amazon, while sitting closer to $50 on the PlayStation Store. God of War Ragnarok has seen similar gaps, with physical copies selling for about $32 compared to roughly $70 digitally. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered and Gran Turismo 7 have also seen major discounts at retailers, while their digital prices stayed much higher. Because of deals like these, many players believe physical games are still an important option. When multiple retailers compete to sell the same game, prices usually become much more competitive. Physical copies can also be traded, resold, collected, or shared with friends and family, giving buyers much more freedom after making a purchase. They also play an important role in preserving games for the future. A digital-only future changes all of that. If games are sold only through one digital storefront, players have fewer places to compare prices, no traditional used game market, and far fewer chances to buy second-hand copies. While some digital sharing features exist, they're much more limited than simply lending someone a game disc. For many players, that's the biggest concern. This debate isn't just about discs versus downloads, it's about consumer choice. Physical releases give players more ways to shop, compare prices, and decide where to spend their money. Without that competition, platform owners have much more control over pricing and distribution, which is why this discussion has become so important. That naturally raises another question. If physical games can save players money, why move away from them? One of the biggest reasons is control. When purchases happen through a company's own digital store, that company keeps much more control over pricing, sales, and distribution. That's a major reason why the future of physical games has become one of gaming's hottest topics. Here's another interesting comparison. During fiscal year 2025, Microsoft reported around $281 billion in revenue, with Xbox contributing about $23 billion. That's a massive business, but it represents only 8% of Microsoft's total revenue. Sony tells a different story. During the same period, Sony generated roughly $82 billion in revenue, while PlayStation accounted for about $31 billion. That means PlayStation represents a much larger part of Sony's business than Xbox does for Microsoft. Microsoft may be the bigger company overall, but Sony depends much more heavily on PlayStation. Looking at those numbers, some players expected Microsoft to separate itself by fully supporting physical games. That idea has been discussed quite a bit, but recent reports haven't suggested that's the direction the company is taking. Instead, reports surrounding Project Helix claim Microsoft's next system could launch without a disk drive. Nothing has been officially confirmed, but if those reports turn out to be accurate, both major console makers could end up following the same digital-first path. That's why this debate keeps getting bigger. Many fans don't believe adding a disk drive is an impossible challenge, especially with technology that's been around for decades. Whether cost is the deciding factor or not, players continue asking why the option appears to be disappearing. The battle over physical media could become one of the biggest issues of the next console generation. For many gamers, this isn't just about how games are delivered, it's about ownership, pricing, choice, and the future of the industry. That also creates what could be a huge opportunity for Xbox. If Microsoft publicly committed to supporting physical games, it could immediately grab the attention of players who still prefer owning discs. Some fans have even joked that Xbox should reference Sony's famous PS4 game-sharing commercial. That would definitely get people talking. Meanwhile, Sony has faced criticism from parts of the gaming community for several reasons: live service setbacks, layoffs, ongoing discussion around Bungie, PS5 price increases in some regions, and licensing changes that affected previously purchased digital movies have all added to the conversation. Combined with the shift away from physical media, it's easy to understand why PlayStation has been under more scrutiny. Console pricing is another major topic. Manufacturing costs, supply chains, and market conditions have all influenced hardware prices in recent years. On top of that, GTA 6 is expected to be one of the biggest game launches ever, and many analysts believe it will drive enormous console demand worldwide. As November gets closer, don't expect these conversations to slow down. Between GTA 6, digital gaming, and the future of physical media, the next few months could have a major impact on the gaming industry.
No matter where you stand, one thing is becoming clear: the way we buy, own, and play games could change dramatically over the next several years. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more gaming news and updates, and share it with friends following all the GTA 6 and PlayStation discussions. Also, let me know in the comments, do you think physical games will stick around, or is an all-digital future inevitable? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.